Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. Today, the Houston Astros beat the Kansas City Royals 7-3, and this game would be, basically what happened if, the end of the first quarter score of a Texans Chiefs game. 7-3 final score here today. The Astros finally getting the offense going, and here's what I said yesterday after the 2-0 loss, and I think this was a perfect way of describing of how this game would go for the Houston Astros. If you wanted to see them win this game, it all depended on which 24-run streak ended. Was it going to be the 100 rounds, 24 straight innings going into today without giving up a run that ended first, or was it going to be the Astros offense not scoring a run in the last 24 innings? Which one was it going to be? And both streaks did end today. Hunter Brown did give up an earned run, but it was the Astros offense that scored first before Hunter gave up an earned run. Offense was good today. 7 runs, 9 hits. Yordan Alverez was great. Jeremy Pena was great. Chas McCormick, he deserves big credit on his bat today. And the Astros get a really good 7-3 win. I was really proud of this team. And mainly, you've got to feel good. You got to feel great for Hunter Brown. I know he just gave up that first earned run. He did go almost 5 innings today without giving up an earned run, which he went a little bit over 20. His run was a little bit over 28 innings. Before giving up the earned run, not even close to the record. The record is like 59 innings for a starting pitcher without giving up an earned run. And so, but all good streaks have to end, and all bad streaks have to end, and that's something that happened for the Astros today, finally putting runs on the board. Last time the Astros scored before today was when they beat the Blue Jays 3-1. They scored 3 runs in the second inning of that game, would not score the rest of that game, but pitching was so good for the Astros on Wednesday night, it didn't matter. It still won 3-1, and didn't play for Thursday, didn't score Friday or Saturday. But I think what has to be talked about is how good pitching has been in the last 9 games for this Houston Astros team. This Astros team has only given up 18 runs in the last 9 games, and that's playing offenses like the Kansas City Royals, the San Diego Padres, and the Toronto Blue Jays. And I know Blue Jays and the Royals bats have not been as good as they were last year at times, but you're still facing great offensive players in both of those series, and the Padres as well, who've been one of the most been one of the best offenses in the league this year. And the fact that in the last 3 series, this pitching group has only given up 18 runs, only averaging 2 runs given up, only 2 runs given up in the last. In the last 9 games is really incredible. And also another thing is, you saw an RBI triple for the Royals in the 9th inning. Waters hit an RBI triple and that made it 7-3 in this ball game. Before that RBI triple, the Astros, if they would have been able to not give up any runs in that 9th inning, the Astros would have had 6 straight games with not giving up more than 2 runs. They did give up 3 runs today. It was the first time they've done that since a week ago. It's been a week since the Astros have given up more than 3 runs, and the last time the Astros gave up more than 4 or more runs was on the opening of the series against the San Diego Padres. So this pitching has been absolutely outstanding. Just the only question at times in this series has been about the offense getting together and having some, putting up some runs. And they did score 7 runs today. And here's the crazy thing. Even though the Astros did not score in the first 2 games of this series, the Astros scored the same amount of runs in this game as the Royals scored in this series. So that's incredible. And that just shows a lot of credit of how good the pitching has been this series, this year, and especially in the last 9 games. All right, so let's go over some stats. 9 hits for the Astros, 11 for the Royals. 1 error that went to the Royals. Win goes to Hunter Brown. He's 4-1 on the year now. 6 innings, 7 hits, 1 earned run, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk. Loss goes to Bubic. He's 2-2 on the year now. 5 innings, 5 hits given up, 4 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. Scoring summer, Yordan Alverez in the 3rd inning with a 3-run home run, 436 feet to center. 2 of his 3 home runs have been to center field this year, 3-run shot. Astros 20, that was the 20th home run of the year, only the 3rd 3-run home run for the Astros this year. Yordan, Alverez, Can Smith, and Isaac Paredes have hit those 3-run shots. And also, here's another interesting fact. Yordan Alvarez, 3 home runs on the year. That's really low for Yordan, but at the same time, all 3 of his home runs are on the road this year. Maybe the Astros going back at home to face Detroit. The Astros, Yordan can get that first home run at Daikin Park. He's never hit a home run with when the name has been Daikin Park. So, yeah. But then the 5th inning, Jeremy Pena. And here's another thing I want to mention with Yordan Alvarez home run. With that home run for Yordan, he becomes the clear leader in RBIs for the Astros at 16. Isaac Paredes and Yordan have been tied for quite a while at 13, but Yordan gets up to 16 RBIs off that swing, and the clear leader in RBIs for the Astros. Jeremy Pena, let's get to him, because he hits an RBI single to left. McCormick scored. Pena gets safe at second on the throwing error by India, and it's 4-0. But then in the 5th inning, that earned run streak ends for Hunter Brown. He gives up an RBI double to Bobby Witt Jr. India scores. It's 4-1. But Jeremy Pena comes huge again. RBI double to left for Pena. McCormick scored and DeZenzo scored. And you see Jeremy Pena get to a total of 11 RBIs on the season with this game today. He's in double digits on RBIs this year. He becomes the 4th Astro to be on double digits with RBIs, joining Can Smith, Isaac Paredes, and Yordan Alvarez. And another thing is, funny thing, he goes from being the 5th leader in RBIs on the team to number 3 with his 3 RBI a day. And also his first game at leadoff today with Jose Altuve getting the day off. I've wondered at times this year in a game where Jose Altuve has the day off, who would be the leadoff hitter for this Astros team. It was Jeremy Pena, and I think that's kind of the clear choice for this Astros team on who's the leadoff hitter if Altuve's getting a day off or, God forbid, were to get injured. But Jeremy Pena comes through in the 6th inning with a 2 RBI double. You love to see it for JP. And that capped off a 2-for-5 day for Jeremy Pena. 7th inning, Yainer Diaz homers to right, 384 feet, 7-1. His 2nd home run of the season. With that home run, there are no Houston Astros with just 1 home run in the season. All the Astros to homer this season have hit multiple home runs. Isaac has 4. Yordan, Altuve, Christian Walker, Can Smith all have 3, alongside JP has 3 as well. And then Yainer Diaz with his 2nd home run. He was the only Astro that only had 1 home run in the season, and he had his 2nd. First was that grand slam against Los Angeles, 7-1. He had a home run last year. He had a couple home runs last year against Kansas City in Kansas City. But 7th inning, India hit sacrifice fly to left, made it 7-2. Waters tripled, make it 7-3. And that ended the Astros streak of five games, trying to make it 6 with not giving up 3 runs or more. All right, let's get to the bats. Pena went 2-for-5. First 2 at-bats, not so good, but then RBI single in the 5th inning, 2 RBI double in the 6th inning. Paredes 0-for-4, but did have a walk and scored a run in that 3rd inning. So, but it was amazing in the first 2 games of the series. Yordan Alvarez went 2-for-4 back at the 3 spot, doubled in home run in the first 2 bats. 5th inning walk for Yordan, ground out to first and fly out to left in his last 2 at-bats. Christian Walker went 0-for-4, 3 strikeouts today after a double yesterday. Yainer Diaz went 1-for-4 home run today in the 7th inning. Can Smith went 0-for-3 today with a walk. He's been struggling a little bit as of recently. That's okay. Zach DeZenzo went 1-for-4. His hitting streak continues. Well, no, because he didn't hit. He didn't have any hits on Friday. But he did have a hit yesterday, and then had a hit. I want to say he had a hit in most. He played 2 of the 3 games against the Blue Jays and had a hit in both of them. So he's got a hit in 4 of his last 5 games. So he's been hitting the ball really good recently, batting .273 on the year so far. Jake Myers came late in the game for defensive purposes and didn't have any at-bats. Brendan Rodgers went 0-for-4 today, struck out once, made some contact on the ball, but went 0-for-4. Chas McCormick, I think this is the big headliner for me in this game, went 3-for-4, single to right in the 3rd inning, double to center in the 5th inning, single to left in the 6th inning. His last 2 starts, Chas McCormick is 4 for 6, hitting the ball really nicely, scored 3 runs today. Chas McCormick, I think, has earned himself a lot more playing time with the way he's hit the ball recently, to the point where the way Jake Myers is struggling right now defensively, not defensively, offensively. Chas McCormick, to me, deserves more playing time right now than Jake Myers with the way he's hitting the ball. You love to see Chas McCormick hitting the ball like this, the way he has hit the ball in his last 2 starts, and if he can start hitting the ball like this more consistently, it is dangerous. He's batting .318, but to be fair, that's in a lot of limited at-bats. Hunter Brown today went 6 innings, gave it 7 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts, 100 pitches. This is great to see for Hunter Brown after his outing last year. Last year couldn't even get out of the first inning against Kansas City, gave up 11 hits in the first inning with 9 runs. So you just love to see Hunter Brown go out there and get revenge on them. I said earlier in the series I'd be okay with the Astros losing the first 2 games of the series if it meant Hunter Brown got to finish the series off with a win. Obviously, I'm not happy the Astros lost 2 of 3, but the main thing I wanted in this series was Hunter Brown to go out there and just get this win for himself after what he dealt with last year in Kansas City. I know that was terrible for him, and it's just, you love to see it. Brian King pitched the 7th inning. He did give up 2 hits and 1 earned run. That's okay for Brian King, though. That's the thing I want to say about him. This was his 13th inning pitch so far this year. That was only his 3rd earned run he's given up. 2.08 ERA so far through 13 innings pitched for Brian King. Stephen Okert, a guy who's also been great out of the pen this year, he pitched the 8th. I think at this point he's still only given up 1 earned run, and he's pitched, I know, at least over 10 innings so far for the Astros this year, and he didn't give up any damage, no strikeouts, 11 pitches to get out of the 8th inning. Taylor Scott pitched the 9th and gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run, but it was a 7-2 ball game going into the 9th, so no damage done. No serious damage done for the Astros there in that 9th inning, and the Astros get the 7-3 win. Let me know your thoughts on the Astros 7-3 win in the comment section. We'll see if the Astros can carry this good offense to the end of the series, into the series against Detroit. The good thing is the Astros will not face Tarek Skubal in that series. And maybe the Astros can get some revenge against that Tigers team who beat them twice in a row in the wild card round. Let me know your thoughts on this Astros 7-3 win as Chas McCormick, Jeremy Pena, Yordan Alverez, and Yordan Diaz all come through today for the Astros, and of course Hunter Brown as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out, go Stros.